What's going on once again, everyone? MonkeyDude22 here again for another Xbox video, and it's been a while, hasn't it? I think this may even be the first video that I've ever done where I tour something new with the Xbox dashboard. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, over the last few weeks, and I guess you could say right after E3 2019 this year, Team Xbox has been sending out preview versions of the potential new Xbox dashboards to members of the Xbox Insider program. Now, this is both in the Alpha and Alpha Skip-Ahead rings. And basically what that is these are folks who have signed up to be guinea pigs like myself and test out new features before they get a public release, if they even get released at all. Now on October 18th, the team shipped out 4 new versions of the dashboard for folks to test out, and I was lucky enough to get randomly chosen to test one of those dashboards. So today in this video, I'd like to share with you what it looks like and get your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Now keep in mind that this is just a single version of one of the potential new dashboards. To get an idea of what some of the others look like, I'll have a link to Brad Rossetti's post in the Xbox Wire in the description box below. Take a look at that for more details and information on how to join the Xbox Insiders group as well. Anyway, let's kick it right off the bat by taking a look at the main home screen. And of course, right off the bat, you'll notice a big change, or maybe you won't, and that's because there's no longer the scrolling menus where you'd slide left and right, or what they'd call twists. According to the blog post, this was done to improve memory and performance on the dashboard and make the dashboard a little bit easier to navigate. So in the top middle of the screen, you'll notice that there is no home, games, store, mixer, any of that stuff. That's all gone. And if you take a look down, we actually will go down the dashboard now as opposed to left and right. And I'm just pulling the left and right triggers here to scroll down between the menus. And as I can see right off the bat, everything seems to be a little bit snappier. Everything seems to flow a little bit better. Now here's one of the other cool things that I can tell you after playing with it for a few hours. Apart from just noticing the difference in how fast it goes. Now keep in mind I am using an Xbox One X in this video, but the understanding is that this is also going to be noticeable on the original Xbox One, Xbox One S, and Xbox One S all digital versions. But take a look at this. So you scroll down here, and if you pull the L trigger, the R trigger, it takes you down to the different main section. So we go from basically, I guess you could call this the home section. If you pull the right trigger once, it takes you down to Game Pass. Pull it again and it takes you down to the Add More. So it takes you to the main sections, and then everything else is kind of a subsection. But here's the cool thing. Everybody's been talking about how they want the Mixer section to go away, and they don't like it because they don't really use Mixer, or maybe they just use it on the PC and don't really watch on the console. Well, here's a cool new thing is you can see in the lower right hand corner the move button. If we hit that button, that's the view button on your controller, you can move these up and down the list, I guess you could call it, of all the different sections, or you can just hit the X button to straight up remove it. And there you go. Now you no longer have that Mixer tab right there. And let's say if you want to just clean up everything, let's say you don't even want Game Pass right here. Once again, hit the move button, X to remove, gone. Let's say you don't like the community tab. Move, remove. Don't want to use the Xbox store for some reason? Move, remove. And then here's one of my clubs that I have right here with the Nick World that people who've noticed on my channel might be familiar with, but if I don't want to look at it anymore, move, remove. And there you go. Everything is super quick and snappy. And then, of course, you do have the Add More here. So if you ever do want to get some of these back, all you need to do is you can go down here to the Add More, and you've got pins. You can see some of your friends, recent friends, welcome, all about the Xbox One X, or you can see all of the suggestions. So if you go down to see all suggestions and press A, you can see what's been picked for you. Something from Xbox. Maybe this would be like the store, Game Pass, community, Mixer. Maybe you want to bring those back. You can go over to some of your games, and you can add one of these to your list as well. You can also go over to people and see some folks that are on your friends list. So you can add those in and see what they're doing at any given time. But let's say, for example, I wanted to bring back the store. All I'd have to do is highlight store, hit the A button, and it's been added to home. So then I can just go back up to the main dashboard, and there it is. So just like that, really snappy, quick and easy to get along to all of the different menus. Now, of course, in this video, this is showing you just the main dashboard screen because that's all that's changed in these different preview iterations. All that they're looking to do is test the layout of the main dashboard to see how it flows and see what people kind of think about it. I'm actually a really big fan of this style. They do have a couple of different versions. Like I said, click that link in the description that takes you to the Xbox Wire, and you'll see a couple different versions. For example, right here where I have highlighted my games and apps, in one of the other versions, this is not a single box, but this is 4 boxes. So this is going to have a link to Game Pass, Mixer, the store, and your community. It's all going to be right there in that singular button, which you can have like the 4 different quadrants so you can pick. So it's really 4 buttons in one, but that's a different option. And I think I might like to test that one just because I like having those dedicated buttons there. It would be really cool if I could actually customize those as well to bring me to different sections. But I think that's a pretty good way to start with the new dashboard. I'm actually a big fan of this right now. Really a big fan of being able to remove some of those sections that I never use. Mixer being one of them, and the Game Pass. Not that I don't like them at all. I just don't like them on the dashboard. I just don't use them at all. And I think the best way that I can go to my Game Pass games to see it is just going right into my games and apps, and they're right down here in the Game Pass section. I don't really think that you need to have a separate section for it. That's just my own personal opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Everything else is the same, like I said. There's nothing else that's any different with the current iteration of the dashboard. This is basically just testing the home screen. So like I said, let me know in the comments section below what you think of this dashboard yourself. What are some of the changes that you think you might want to see in a new dashboard? Do you want to see everything up-res to 4K? Do you want to maybe see more animations, maybe something in the background? Or maybe you would redesign this wholly in a completely different fashion? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know in the comments section below, as I mentioned. But that's going to do it and wrap it up for this video. I'm MonkeyDude22. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more of these types of videos with the new dashboard and new features, please let me know by also commenting in the comment section below. Leave me a like and consider subscribing to the channel to see more content just like this. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you on Xbox Live.
Yes! We're going home! Oh, welcome back, Chief.